Right, let's move on. So I mentioned earlier on that we were really looking at Gen AI transformation in certainly lots of different sectors, from finance to the creative industries, which we'll hear about a little bit later on as well. Right now, marketing. How can marketers really be empowered to move forward, certainly with what's happening right now? We're going to find out right now from our next speaker here on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage from Microsoft, Mascha Driessen.
Good morning, everyone. Love the energy in this room. That everyone have their coffee. Let's have some fun together, right? So my name is Mascha Driessen. I'm a regional vice president of Microsoft Advertising, and I'm really delighted to be here today because I get to talk about my favorite topic. And my favorite topic is the future. As I've been working for the last, let's say, 15 years of my career for really big tech companies like Google, YouTube, and now latest Microsoft, the context of that future has been changing throughout the years. I've been asking myself, what does this future bring for me and my family? What does that future bring for my 2 growing up boys? You see here, the biggest one, that's Max, our oldest one, and the youngest one, Junior, and of course, in the middle, that's my husband. And I guess you're all wondering, either it's for yourself or any family member, or maybe even one of your kids, what will their future look like? Because things are changing every time, and the changes are going so fast. And those big tech companies have democratized AI in a way that is available and accessible for everyone and very intuitive to use, so everyone can use that. So to just not underestimate the power of AI, I made an analogy, and the analogy is with electricity, because AI is the new electricity. Remember, when the electricity was founded, we can't imagine a world without it anymore. It's always there, and you just expect it to be there, right? Because if you turn on the lights and you put on the switch and it doesn't work, okay, then it's bad, right? But if you turn it on, there's actually no one that says, hey, hooray, we have light, right? You just expect it to be there. That's the same as with generative AI and with AI. It's already there, and especially it has been taking really a big leapfrog in the last, let's say, 18 months. We expect it to be there, it's intuitive to use, and it's for everyone to use. So if we look at what we've done as Microsoft, we're known for doing long-term strategic investments. And ever since our CEO, Satya Nadella, started in 2014, he basically made 3 big bets. And those big bets have been getting lots of billions of dollars of investments: quantum computing, AI, and mixed reality. And it all comes to play in Copilot. And Copilot is basically, it's a Copilot, right? It helps you. It is your everyday companion. Where can you find it? It's, well, we already heard the first speaker a bit about it, but it's basically all in Office 365 and all of our applications and services. It started around 18 months ago in Bing, as Bing Chat, which was later renamed as Copilot, because now it's in all the applications and services that we're offering you. And it really can change your life. Bing Chat has been used, and now named Copilot, obviously, for more than 10 billion chats since we launched it around 18 months ago. And it really has revolutionized search, because we went from typing a few keywords, which we have conditioned as people, that if you have a question, it's not a question that you would like to ask your friends, like, hey, holiday Rome. And they look at me, what, holiday Rome? No, I actually want to know, can you give me an Italy and what is a holiday to Rome? But we have been conditioned to put in keywords in a search engine, and then you get a very long list of links and you figure it out what to do with it, right? That has changed, because chat is both an evolution and an extension of search. Because with generative AI, you can do, of course, the normal task that you would ask a search engine, like you can see here, right? Researching topics, answering complex questions, even up to translating languages. But Copilot can do so much more because of the generative AI. You just go to your browser, Edge, or you go to Bing or any place in Office 365 and you type in your query. And you can create images, you can create music, you can create a poem, you can write code, you can even create videos. So there's a lot that you can do that you couldn't do with a normal search engine. And it's being done a lot, right? We already saw more than 10 billion chats since we launched it 18 months ago. So what does that future look like? What can it do for you? And actually it can do a lot. If I look at my own life, I'm using it really, well, not only daily, multiple times a day. I use it on my phone. I downloaded the Copilot app. If you haven't done that, I would highly encourage you to do so, iOS or Android. It is really making my life so much easier. I never go to a normal search engine anymore. Not Bing, not Google, I use Copilot because it gives me my answers. And it brings me to my decision twice as fast. So I'm very satisfied as a user, and many users are satisfied because it brings me to my decision or whatever I wanted to find twice as fast. So if we look at search, the 3 P's of search are applicable, which is pervasive, personalized, and proactive. That is what it's going to be. You can read it on the slide here, but it's going to be very relevant and relevant for you as a person, because there's so much more out there of your life online that can be used to make it even more relevant for you. Because search has changed. You already heard me saying, going from the results of a list of blue links where you need to figure out where to find your answer, to in the end, a true answer. And the biggest change is this. And I guess you have your minds blown right now, right? A slightly bigger search box. But what seems to be a very small change is actually an invitation to write down whole sentences. And it's a massive change because we can change the technology, but people are a bit more slow. And especially if you look at the billions of people that are online nowadays. So we can't tell people you need to do things differently. We need to make it easier. And this one is already an invitation to really type in full sentences. And that is a big change. So for example, if I want to have an itinerary for a weekend to Rome for a family with 4 adults, we want a mix of historical culture and fun activities, and we want to eat as much as pizza as possible, because after all, we're in Rome, right? So that's what I would type in, or actually say to Copilot, whatever I want. If you go to search, that would actually, you would have to type in 7 queries to actually get to almost the same result, but not really, because you need to tie that all together yourself. So that is a big difference, right? It saves me a lot of time. I'm a lot more efficient. And I'm happy that I get really the right results, because what the result would look like is this. And the answer is longer, by the way, because it's a whole itinerary. But I can also ask Copilot to refine it. Like, I want to visit this and that. Or I don't want to get up at 8, right? So let's start the morning at 10. What does it look like then? How many energy I would lose from walking from that whole itinerary. I can basically ask anything and I will get the answers. So that is a big difference. So then a bit on the future of marketing. Because what does it do for us as marketers? In communication, in marketing, in everything that we do within marketing, because we want to reach people. And we want to reach people in an efficient and personalized and persuasive way, of course. So what if Copilot could be a productive member of your team? That is helpful, because if we look at the previous speaker about productivity and how we can contribute to economy, we can be much more productive because of Copilot, our everyday companion. And Copilot, you are the pilot because you're in the driver's seat, but Copilot enables you to start much faster and to get much faster to wherever you want to be. So let me walk you through this. Suppose you want to start a business in travel, in the travel industry, especially into luggage. You type in here, I need some market research on the 5 biggest things consumers love and hate about traveling, and especially where it comes down to their luggage. And you can get this list. Of course, you can still refine it. This is the answer. So then roughly how many bags are scanned through TSA yearly and how much are reported as mishandled? Well, then you get your answer, right? So you can really make already big steps without having to search to all kinds of links. Then the next one is, okay, I go to my work environment because we have a new product and I have a Word document on that. It hasn't launched yet, but I want to use what's in that Word document in comparison to what's out there in the market. So I type in here, search the web for travel luggage products with smart enabled features and compare the top 4 products with the latest smart case design and Diver smart case product. It's a Word document. And as I love tables, because they're so easy to read, put it in a table. Let's see if Copilot can do that. So we asked it and instantly you get your answer and it's in a table. How convenient, right? You don't have to create that yourself. And then lastly, because I need to present it internally, I'm always asked to make kind of a SWOT analysis. It's not my favorite task, so I just ask Copilot, can you do SWOT analysis for me on this smart case product? And it actually makes, based on both the internal information and the external information, it gives me my SWOT analysis, which is very helpful. And I just did it instantly. This is a recording, but it's a live recording, right? So it gives you in a few seconds. So to answer the question, what is the application of generative AI in marketing communication? We believe that it's actually everywhere. It will enable us not just in marketing and in communication, but in every single step, whether that's with AI or whether that's with generative AI, whether that's creating an image or whether that's optimizing a campaign or whether it's doing research. So let me end where I started with. Because for me, I've been asking the question, what would the future look like for my kids? And as this picture was taken 15 years ago, this is what it looks like now. So they already have been benefiting from those technology leaps. This was just last month at the Dutch Grand Prix Formula 1 in Zandvoort, where we have been looking at some race cars. And the world of them is so different than it was 15 years ago. And for me, the question is, what will their world look like after they finish their study and go to work? How will they use generative AI into their work? And as I want to leave you with a lot of cuteness, so you can really enjoy that cuteness, this is a prompt that I put into one of the latest tools. You can see it over here. First, what kind of future can Max and Junior expect? Well, basically a future where they can do anything they want, anything personalized in any language that they want. Of course, technology that supports them. And they will be empowered to be their best selves. The cuteness that I already talked about is a litter of golden retriever puppies playing in the snow. Their heads pop up out of the snow. This is the only thing that I put into the tool, and it gives me this video. Here you are with your cuteness. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much. I couldn't think of anything more cuter than what we see on the screen. Thank you so much. Right, we move on now. So.